bargain, but there's just such a lack of variety that often you don't want to eat there. The sandwiches are a bit too expensive. For £3 you can get a Subway and a drink and a bag of crisps, and in the canteen you're paying nearly £2 for, you know, the sandwich. So, no, in fact, if I buy a sandwich, a drink and a bag of crisps, it works out nearly £5, I think, which is ridiculously overpriced. Occasionally they allow Heather to cook some things, so she cooks a nice jerk chicken, rice and peas, and occasionally they have a decent curry in there if there aren't those horrible stomach destroying peppers in. Other than that, no, I could name 3 favourites. I think they should have, you know, a better choice of things like curries. They could have things like Moroccan food, crack wheat, herb salads with crack wheat. They're just so unadventurous. It's just, you know, variation on chicken. One day they do, you know, mince with spaghetti. The next day it's mince in the shepherd's pie, and the next day it's mince, you know, chili mince. They're not very adventurous. A lot more fresh food would help. That's really the kitchen. I think if it was used better, is more than adequate to serve the number of people there. I think the canteen itself is probably too small for the number of people. I know most of the teaching staff, for instance, we used to eat in the canteen a lot more frequently and try and sit with students there. It's impossible now, so we take our meals and eat them at our desks. So I think a bigger canteen area would be both good for students. I think a lot of them probably go up the road to get food because there's not room to sit and eat in the canteen. So if there was more space for students to sit and eat and to include staff, it would be good for everyone. And of course it creates communication between staff and students, which is a good thing. Burn together, watch the flames. The service has just become appalling. I can put it no other way. For instance, last week I did want to buy a meal at the canteen. I waited nearly 20 minutes in the queue to get served. I gave up when there were still several people in front of me after 20 minutes. I went to buy a sandwich as an alternative. There were only about 4 sandwiches prepared and there was no one at the till there, so quite simply I gave up and went without lunch that day. Calling out Father. I think from the responses I've given so far, I think you can see that I'm not very happy with the canteen and most things in the canteen I don't like. I don't like the way it's run because the service is appallingly slow. A lot of things aren't prepared on time. I don't think there's enough choice or variety. I don't think the meals that they cook are of a very good standard. I don't think there's enough space to accommodate everybody in the seating area. So there's not much I actually like about the canteen these days. And we will watch the flames. Oh, sorry. Right, let's go. I have to say most of it. I think it's